problems, mate. I'm here to teach you how you can fix your own problems.
So you will, so I will just tell Claude, hey, fix everything.
I don't know. Let me take my dressing gown off. It's so cold. It's got so cold, and I don't like being cold.
And I have my window open.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually put it maybe. But I like this T-shirt. Represent.
What is it? No, what?
No pressure, baby. No
No
pressure.
pressure. No pressure. Yeah.
My favorite band. One of my favorite bands. Right. Cool. I am going to leave that for now. Right. So where are we at with your? What were you going to say before I said we should go live?
So I just used Claude to actually clean up a little bit of the environment and the code, like the structure and the files.
Mm-hmm.
I made a big mistake, by the way. I had my project folder in Dropbox, and I thought, like, I was thinking, like, it's a code project. It will be a few megabytes, maybe, and it is. But it had node modules, and that broke my Dropbox.
Yeah,
I couldn't move
That's
things.
crazy, isn't it?
I couldn't download it. I couldn't use the web interface. Nothing in Dropbox was working. So I told Claude, I said, hey, I have these things. What can I delete so I can download it? And the first thing it was like, I was like, just delete the dist and the node module folder. And I did. And each one of the projects had like between 15 to 40,000 files.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Yeah, no. So did you add that to ignore in Dropbox? Because you can set certain not pars, but like certain matches on folders names. So you could say don't sync anything that has node modules.
Good point. No, I didn't. So what I did, I went to the web interface. From there, I could delete the folders. I deleted the folders, then downloaded everything. My Mac Finder Dropbox doesn't still work, but I downloaded the projects and now they are just on my SSD local.
Oh, okay, fine.
We have to see if I need to reinstall the node modules or not.
Yeah. So on the Dropbox app, there should be some settings to use certain to ignore certain types of files.
Okay.
Like you can do like a regex thing, like star .jpeg or whatever. So no JPEGs will be stored or folder names and things like that.
Makes sense.
Definitely put node modules in there. But you're running it locally, right? You're running it.
Yeah, it makes sense. And I've been using Claude for pretty much everything,
On your $20 plan, right?
Yes, I had some SSDs.
Oh wow, Jesus Christ! How big? Oh, that's nerdy. That's cool.
Yeah, that's
how
cool,
big are
right?
They? How big are they? They're good ones, right?
1 terabyte and some of them 2 terabytes.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, because I bought this. I guess you had the same idea.
Look, I have something.
Oh wow,
cooler.
You're having it raw. You good? Oh, isn't that bad for I don't know, the components or anything?
I don't know. It's cute, right? It's really cute.
I mean, this one, it's no tools or anything, but if I can get it out, there we go.
Yeah.
But I can, set exactly the same thing, but
it's the same idea. So this one I can easily swap, and I'm beginning to clean up some files. And so, speaking of which, I had issues with formatting, and because I have my Windows machine here, my Mac here, I was like, how can I format it in a way that I can read it there as well and use it in both? And just Claude got into formatting my disks, and it's kind of a bit scary because format, But it's incredible how more powerful I feel like with Claude Code.
So a couple of things, right? I started watching a video on Claude co-work, right?
Mhm.
And someone had a really nice introduction to it, and they basically said, look, a lot of people are using we're using Claude code to like build apps and do things on their computer, like format my hard drive, like clean
Yeah.
up my desktop and whatever. And it was these types of people that balls, these types of people that inspired Claude Coworks. It's like, well, hang on, all these people are using like a coding tool to build apps, and that was the whole birth of Claude Cowork. So, you know, you might choose that because I know you like your interfaces. You might choose Claude Cowork to do those things. Similarly, this is the sort of stuff I use Warp for.
Yeah.
I backed up, I use Screen Studio to record all of my videos or whatever. And when I export it into the project file or whatever. But I want to back up the thing. And the good thing is the name of the Screen Studio file is the same name as the export. So I just said to Warp, this is the name of the project file. Go find the accompanying .mp4 file and then move the Screen Studio file in there. So then I back everything up then, and everything's like there. And again, because I'm a coder, I'm kind of like I'm not that I like seeing the CLI, but I'm already in the terminal. I'm already doing coding. Whereas Claude Cowork is a complete departure from that, and it's got a UI and it's a bit cleaner and this, that, and the other. That you might find that for that formatting shit or for tidying things up or doing things on your computer that you don't want to look at the terminal for, Claude Cowork might be your bag.
Yeah. So about that. So let's talk about that. Interfaces or like ways to interact with AI. So I have 3 options and I want to show all of them, and we can start with that. Just I need a second to open them because
it gets really, it does get, and I feel for people where it just gets so overwhelming. And what I'm starting to find is that it really helps to show use cases of like how people are using AI to do things, and that's my challenge and I enjoy that challenge. So you might want to leave it to people like me to join those dots. But sometimes I find, and I'm dealing with someone right now who's, I've got to get this phrase right, who's is a solution looking for a problem.
Yeah.
And that approach to building and using AI is like, you're so overwhelmed with what you can do. It's like, well, hang on, start with the things that you have an issue with and then see if AI can actually help that. And I think that paves the way for us to use these tools slightly more efficiently. Case in point being Warp, when they released their Oz kind of cloud platform, I was like, because I use Oz very differently to most people. I use Warp as a productivity tool, which you might think Claude Cowork would be better for. But they're driving this product of Oz, these cloud agents doing this, and I just couldn't figure it out in my head because I'm trying to effectively replace ClaudeBot or OpenClaw with Warp and cloud agents because they can run on schedules and stuff like that. And I'm just struggling to join the dots. And then I watched a bunch more things, and then it clicked to me that actually Oz is geared for coders and coding projects and things like that to be used as a coding tool. And I don't use Warp as I have done today, and we'll get into that. But point is, it can be very overwhelming with all these different tools and what can it do for me, and I think you just get overwhelmed, don't you?
You do. Like, speaking of which, I was thinking about something to talk about off stream, but we can talk about it like this. Have you done like workshops for companies?
No, but I want to put one together. I just have not had the time for it.
So what I'm doing right now, I've started talking to ChatGPT about this. So that's where I write, basically, it's my note-taking app in a way. about presentations about AI. So I want to do this. I did this in a networking event where I just talk to people, not the presentation. I just talk to people, and I noticed even people who are making shit ton of money in software are in the industry of like building software. They are still like miles away from this understanding of even what we have, like what I have, not even you, what I have from these like LLMs, these agents, and these newer tools. They just don't know about them. Even the image generation, video generation stuff. They're just like majority of people are still at the chat GPT era, just like the chat app, nothing more, not even research, just the chat app. Anyway, so I thought about making a presentation, and now it's quickly moving to, okay, I will do, I have some connections. I want to do some presentations for people, but I want to also offer some workshops. And then there is iCut and there is you. And I think we could potentially also do some, I don't know, like depending on where we do it, but we could, this is a market. There's a market for companies who could, hire us to go there and show them how these agentic workflows could work for their team. And I've asked around, and there are people doing that, and it is definitely an opportunity, and it's not a small one. It's just like helping these companies essentially with this live video, just do it in their office and getting paid for it.
It's so true. Like, I think that again, even I'm not struggling with it at all, but like,
it's still like a lot
trying to join the dots, and I'd hate to think how some people are, the normies, how they are trying to figure all this out. And
exactly, like for you, you're trying to think, okay, how can you make it better? How can you make it more efficient? How can you make an army, not just have like, to tell it to do something and go and do it and maybe fail? No, like build an orchestrator and, just tell one agent and then, have many agents go and do stuff and plan. That's like the level you are at, but most people are still like, they don't know about these.
They're still trying, and I see it on LinkedIn, right? That people are like not selling directly, but like they're giving away a prompt. That's all that they're doing, is giving you a prompt that is then for you to take the response and then action it. Whereas, we're at the level where, well, how can I build an agent to just do things for me automatically, and I don't need to care what the prompt is. The prompt is such a prompt engineering is so 2023, 2024. It's crazy, this idea of prompt engineering.
Right? I'm laughing because I have Mike.
Oh, you got I love the way it focused in then.
So this is Mike. If you have seen Breaking Bad, Mike. He's very professional. He goes in and he cleans up. So that's my OpenClaw, and my plan is to, I don't know the legal side of things, but I would like to have his voice also, not just his personality. It has like some of his personality, but I want to have his voice as well and just talk to him. And it's incredible. Like, I talk to OpenClaw and like send a voice message, and it's like, I can't listen to it. I'm like, okay, figure it out. Install whatever you need. And it's like, it goes and comes back and it's like, now I can talk back to you. I'm like, nice. So about my screen share. So let's start with that. And this is something that you mentioned with the tools. We have Warp, this being my, terminal of choice nowadays. I quite like it, even though sometimes I feel like it's not as minimal as the other terminals, but it is terminal of choice. And we have Codex app that is like so cheap. Like the tokens are incredibly cheap. I just cannot run like enough agents to get that to hit the limits. Then we have Claude Cowork and obviously Claude Co. I have a few issues with these two apps. They get incredibly slow, and when I say incredibly slow, I mean like the time it takes between changing the projects, just like clicking through the chats. Once I get things running, once I have like a few threads going, it takes sometimes like 20 seconds to just for the app to respond to my click. And it gets like incredibly slow. The same with Cowork. And I don't understand why. Like, why are they so bad? But obviously, with the terminal, it's much more fluent. It just works much better. Yeah. So I don't like the fact that I lose my conversations. I think there is a way to see your past conversations.
Yeah, if you hit the top, see next the icon immediately next to the green button, the green expand button. Yep, that one. And now you've got your conversations here.
Ah, okay.
So
this is a
but the thing
warp
is,
thing.
Yeah. So that's the thing. In Warp, yeah, but once you're in Claude Code, everything's like inside of Claude Code. So this is what we call sessions inside of Claude Code.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to do a video on sessions that you can name sessions, but you should just be able to hit up on your arrow once you're inside Claude Code to go through your previous sessions and then pick up where you left off. You can then rename sessions, so you can call it fucking add testing.
I see, but you see, like this is much nicer, right?
But the yeah, sure.
This is much nicer, and with Claude, the desktop app,
you should
nice.
get them. You should get them in Claude desktop app too. You should get your Claude Code sessions inside of the desktop app.
Yeah, but it's not as nice. It's not as nice of like the Codex app is the nicest.
Sure, but okay. Yeah. So what's your question then?
Not exactly a question. I was like comparing them and saying like I prefer this because it's faster, but I don't like that I don't have the same visual control over my sessions to just jump between things.
Yeah.
With other terminals, when I restart my Mac or like something, when I close something, I lose everything. There probably is a way to recover, but yeah, with Warp, they just stay consistently just there.
But it's not Warp though. So you need to break out. It's not Warp itself. Like you're not coding with Warp, are you?
No. I just
so you're inside
of Claude.
You were inside of Claude Code, so it's less a comment on Warp. It's more of a comment on Claude Code's
in combination.
Session, you know,
because like Warp keeps the context of like the projects that I have open. Not the context, like the directories. You know, I don't have to orchestrate that every single time. It's small things, but it gets annoying. It adds friction. So, speaking of which tool are we going to use to work on our drinks app?
Well, here's the thing, right? I mean, you went ahead and built your drinks app as you want it inside of Replit, right? You're not necessarily going to replace your Replit version with this, right? We're just using this as a learning exercise, right? So I wasn't that keen on doing a tremendous amount of code. I mean, we can, but if you remember on the last session, we were struggling with doing certain things specifically in Supabase. And like, I think what that proved is we were going in with a completely out of the box version of Claude Code. Now, it doesn't matter whether it's Claude Code, whether it's Codex, whether it's Cursor. These are all harnesses, and I hate that term. I don't know why. But these are all harnesses around an ecosystem of tools and things like that we can use to really make our experience, one, just overall better, and two, something that's more personal to us. So when I was doing it whilst we were coming live or whatever, but there's a few things, and it couldn't come at a better day, because I wasn't using Codex, the so naffle
the app.
I wasn't using the CLI, I wasn't using the app, I was using, because I don't have access to GPT 5.3 Codex, the model. I was using it inside of Warp. So I have chewed through so many credits in Warp just so I can use Codex, right?
Yeah.
But the point is that Warp also supports all of these quality of life things. And it also meant that I was... what's the best way to describe this? I was effectively using a new tool where I didn't have all of my quality of life benefits from Claude Code. I was outside of that. So I needed to recreate them. So now they are top of mind, right? A lot of these things are top of mind, because there is nothing like, it would be an interesting experiment to just use a different tool after using one for ages and ages and ages, because then you're reminded of like, oh yeah, I really like that. Let's get this into this new tool that I'm trying. For example, hooks. Hooks are something Claude Code give you. They're a response to certain actions that it takes. So when it edits a file, you can have an edit file hook, and then every time you edit a file, you can make it make a fart sound. It's a stupid example, but the point is these are response mechanisms. I actually looked, does Codex have this idea of a hook? Does Warp have this idea of a hook? Point is that you're suddenly reminded of all of the things that really make for a meaningful experience. And the first one that I wanted to approach with you in this project is MCPs. And I wanted to see, and in fact, maybe we can create a Git work tree or something like that. We can see how the super base MCP will make our life a hell of a lot better, because we can tell the MCP to create those role-based security things, because we're not coding them in. We're not copying and pasting from the code which we did last week into the what do you call it, into the super base
database.
The database. We're actually getting the MCP just to do everything for us. So this is my list, and maybe we can work through them, right? I think MCP is at the top, because that'll be the first one we do.
Okay.
But I've also got linting, tests with Playwright, and I'm just formatting this as I read it out. TypeScript, like validation. So general validation things, those sorts of come under your rules, your hooks, and then your agents. I think these are the biggest things that make a massive difference to my workflow. Less so agents nowadays, to be honest. Less so agents, because you can get your app you can say in your rules to do certain things. I also, this is one thing, just as a quick aside, is that in this app that I'm working on today, it's like some third-party tool. I got Claude to download the documentation, so the documentation exists in the code base, so that it has regular access to their tools. With your app, I think we use React and Express. We might download the React and Express documentation, so that again it has access to it, and then we reference that documentation in the rules file. So anyway, saying that, should we open up Claude Code and just see if we can install the Superbase MCP and see what we can do, and let's discover the MCP together, and see what we can do with it.
So I would go to the directory. We have the drink app, and
I gave Warp a poke today, because like I've maxed out all my referrals, so they've given me like a $200, something like that, maybe a little bit more, and I still get emails every single, like multiple emails every single day saying someone signed up to Warp, someone signed up to Warp.
That's nice.
I gave them a poke. Well, I don't get anything for it anymore, but the point is I'm good at selling this product because I love it so much. And I gave him a poke on Twitter to say, by the way, I hope you're recognizing that I'm sending loads of people to you. Because here's the thing, just the last thing to say about Warp, right? You can use it as a terminal. I use it as an AI-powered terminal to do a bunch of stuff, but it is also a development environment. So as an example, if you click that button that I said about next to the green button, the top left.
Yeah.
So if you click the folder, the page icon that's above the chat, you see that panel that's opened up on the left-hand side. Yeah. And see the pages?
Now the pages.
There. So now this is your project, and you can code and type things into the terminal because it auto swaps between whether you want to write a terminal request or whether you're writing a prompt. You can just prompt away just like you're in Claude Code. Plus, you have all of your files, and you can edit your files there.
That's nice.
Yeah, so it is a development environment. It's just you really need to be on the $45 a month, no, $180 a month plan, because otherwise, if you're doing any professional dev work, you chew through your credits like crazy. Like I've done a day today, and I'm already at probably about 3/4 of the way through my credits. I just after one day of coding.
Okay.
So anyway, this is. So this might actually help, right? This might actually help you reference files and things like that. But
yeah.
So inside of Claude, we're going to come out of Claude in a sec, but inside of Claude, if you type /MCP, and are you familiar what that is? So you've got the Notion one, and then you've got, they've got Notion built in now. Oh no, this is probably brought in from your Claude desktop app, probably.
Yeah, could be. Yeah.
So good. That's nice. You do have access to those.
Yeah.
So do we need to talk about MCPs, what they are?
Well, just shortly. Yeah, sure.
I mean,
for people who don't know,
it's just a way to interact with APIs with natural language. So
yeah,
APIs, if you don't know those, then they are an interface where you can add a comment just all through code. You just add a comment to a post or add something to a database or, whatever. Do lots of, you interact with a database through
add a
code.
CMS item for more.
Add a CMS item, whatever it is.
Yeah.
So MCPs are a layer, a protocol in front of that, a layer in front of that means you can do it with natural language instead of code. It figures out the code to write and then posts that code, gets the code response back, and then presents it to you all in plain English. So it's all done through plain English. So do you want to install or figure out how to install the Superbase MCP?
Can I prompt it to do it?
Can you prompt it to? I think you need to come out of Claude Code anyway. Try it. Say install. The
Superbase MCP. By the way, we are in the right project, right? Maybe I should double check the video that we did.
It looks like it, because we have all those MD files, but they,
because I've been doing MD files for like all my projects.
Same. Because I thought we installed the Exa MCP.
Yeah, true. Well, did we do the MCP or the skills?
No, it's MCP. You don't have an Exa skill.
Which okay.
Is another thing that we should look at. Today I was working on an app that's never touched Claude Code at all or anything, and I was like, I want to make sure that any front end component that we make follows the same style guide, the same design. So I got to look through the code, define what the style looks like, the colors and everything, and then make a skill about it. So skills are really good. So we should talk about skills. Hello, Nikhil, with the Joker.
So here, yes. So it's saying,
So it's just doing a fetch request right now. It's just looking at documentation to learn.
It's going to read how to do it, right?
Yeah.
So when we have a list of MCPs, let's say I have a list of 10 MCPs, are they going to be triggered only when I specifically ask?
They're going to try and be triggered depending on how well they're created. They're going to be triggered when they deem fit. I often, to be honest, just mention the MCP. It takes 2 seconds to say using the Superbase MCP. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah.
So it says I need to run this command myself.
Yeah. So let's break this down, right? So can you see the command that's asking you to run?
This is what I think is going to be.
So what it's saying here is that there are 2 types of scopes. We've got the scope of the project, and we've got the scope of your whole entire computer.
Yeah.
Right? Either the project or all of your projects. So it's giving you 2 lines of code that you can put in to determine that. Do you know what you want?
For the user, I would say.
The user. So the one thing I will say is that MCPs in Claude Code are great because they've got the tool search tool, and it reduces all of the context and relies on just the description to determine whether it's the right MCP, right? It doesn't take up any context. So there's not really much harm in you. By the way, you might as well come out of Claude Code as well. So, but just to finish.
Yeah, I have it here.
No, I'll explain in a sec. So, you could have multiple MCPs. The thing is, what you traditionally do is just install it for this project, because you might have another project that uses a different database or something like that. Do you know what I mean? So you wouldn't have Superbase at your root, because it's like, well, you don't have Superbase on all of your projects.
Yeah.
However, because of tool search tool, we're not taking up a lot of context. You might as well install it across your computer, so you've always got access to it, even if you forget to add it. So that being said, you've got 2 lines of code here. You've got one at the top that says Claude MCP add. If you go up there. So the breakdown of this is Claude. So you're going to use Claude. You're going to MCP. You're going to add one. Transport, there's 2 types of MCPs. There's one that's like stored on a remote server somewhere, which this is what this one is. And the Figma one is also one that runs on a remote server. Or you get one that actually runs on your local machine. Transport determines that. So you won't have transport if it's on your local machine. In this case, it is, and it's using the HTTP protocol. You're going to call it Superbase. That Superbase can be named whatever you want. You can call that whatever you want. And then the final thing is the URL. Now, if you go to the one down the bottom, you've got the -S, and it's set to user, which relates to the scope options, which you were looking at just now.
Yeah.
So if you leave it blank, it's going to be the project. Oh no, the local scope is your project, but it isn't shared to you. If you're working in a team, you might want to set it to project so you can share it with the rest of the team, but generally they're hidden to you. But you're saying here that you want it on the user, which is all of your projects. So that second one is going to be the one that you want to use. So if you copy that, paste that in. But you're going to need to come out of Claude Code. So you can run this right now, but you're going to need to come out of Claude Code and then go back into it.
So if I say MCP, it doesn't show up.
It doesn't show up.
Yeah.
Because it needs to reload the configuration. Yeah.
And then I do Claude again. And if I do...
And now it's going to likely need authentication. So if you click it, here we go. Needs authentication. Authentication, cool. Anyone that's watching, if you have any questions about anything, or if you're finding anything useful, or if you want me to go deeper and stuff, then do let me know. This is for us all to learn a bit of Claude Code and just agentic coding in general, because it's becoming more apparent that Claude Code is, to be honest, no longer the leader in all of this stuff. Like Codex is obviously great now, open source models. So hopefully we can sort of spread a mindset of this sort of stuff to no matter what tool you're using. So yeah, cool.
Okay, so the authentication showed up. Authentication successful. Yeah, done.
So return here.
Oh,
cool, nice. Now just ask it, what Superbase databases do I have?
So this is the way we are interacting with Superbase through natural language with the MCP.
Yeah.
So this is going to giving it the permission.
There we go.
Nice.
Nice. Now I'm tempted to say to delete Drinks app database, right? Delete it off of Superbase and tell the AI to say, look at this project, look at what it does, identify the Superbase requirements and set it up using the Superbase MCP.
That is interesting. Okay. A bit risky, but we can do it because I have another instance of the project somewhere else.
Why don't you keep the old one? So all we need to do is point whatever, just say, and say this in your prompt. Say, we've got a database inside of Superbase. Ignore that one. We're doing a test right now. We're going to do a test. And then proceed to say, figure it out. What was the prompt? Be safe. Don't make any mistakes.
Yeah. We have a Drinks app database. Ignore. But if it can read it, it knows how to do it.
Yeah, but we're going to say ignore it. So unless it magically hallucinates in this one instance, it should do what you tell it to.
Ignore it completely.
So actually, real quick, what model are you using?
Good question.
So you can stash your commit. You can stash this message by hitting Control-C.
Control-C. No. Yeah.
There it is. Okay. So you stashed your commit. Now /model. Because I reckon this is a job for Opus.
Yeah. Makes sense. So
maybe not high effort because you're still on the pro plan. So just do medium.
How do I change that?
Left and right. There we go. Low effort, high effort, medium effort.
I think it will be fine. Do you think? Should we do medium?
I don't know, man. Yeah, I think do medium. Otherwise, we'll hit your
high. Let's do high effort and see.
Right. I think now you press up. I always forget how to do this. If you press up.
Oh, yeah.
No. That's not your stash prompt.
Yeah.
Let me go. Return stashed prompt Claude code.
What did I do?
There isn't a manual unstash. You can call Control
S.
It's Control S while typing to stash the current draft. Inbox clears. Then you send some other command. Okay, so it doesn't do it when you do a slash command. So we've just lost that commit.
I think I exited Claude by accident.
Oh, okay. No worries.
So should I just do? How can I go back to the same?
That's okay. We're fine. We don't need. We want a new session anyway. So you could go up. Press. Where is it now? It would be cool to like figure out this session thing. Press not up. Sessions in Claude code. Maybe it's /sessions. Type /sessions.
No.
2 S's. SS.
No.
No. I'm going to find it because it's good to continue, resume.
I could ask it. Yeah, you ask it. Yeah.
No, I'm just using Google. So if you want to. If you so if you come out of Claude, this is good. I think we missed Claude. The boat actually. So basically, if you come out of Claude,
exit.
Yeah, and just do Claude -- continue space. -- continue.
Hyphen like as of --
continue. This should take you back, but because we entered it, and we wiped the previous session. But there is a way to match.
Interesting.
I've seen it. Where you can just literally go up and down. Maybe they've removed it or something. Anyway, we don't need it. It doesn't really matter. But if you do accidentally exit, you can do -- continue, and then you'll jump right back in to where you had it. So
we have a Drinks app database.
Yeah.
Drinks.
in Superbase.
Yeah.
Now you got to use left and right. Or hold. If you hold Alt, you can jump between the words. It's slightly quicker.
Database is in... I always forget completely. We want to set up a new one.
No.
Yeah.
I would say, look at this project, understand the database and authentication requirements. And set up a new Superbase project.
The authentication and database.
Yeah.
Requirements.
To be honest, I reckon it doesn't really matter which way around you do it, because Opus will figure out which one should take priority, right? It would say to itself, let me understand this.
So
requirement. Yeah. And set up a new Superbase project. You might want to go into plan mode as well.
Using the MCP?
Yeah, why not? It should pick it up, but again, there's no harm.
So for the plan mode, I do Shift Tab.
Yeah.
Plan mode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it good enough?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that says everything we need to tell it. It'll be interesting because I think, there was a few things, and it was a bucket as well, isn't there? So we'll hopefully figure out that we need a bucket and set that up. But let's see what it does. So whilst it's doing that, there's a few things like we created a Claude MD file. Do you want to click on that on the left-hand side so we can look at it?
Give me a second. Why? So I'll bring my browser. I wanted to quickly check with Superbase. So these are the projects that I have. And it should appear as a third project here, right? Okay.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Okay.
Hopefully.
So, sorry.
It's going to be a while. It's going to be a while. So click on the Claude MD. Just have a look at your Claude MD file. This is going to be...
This?
Yeah. We'll close that, this is going to be a lot of what it takes to run the app and various things like that, right? And obviously you can see that it's using NPM, the architecture of the app and things like that.
So is this the context that every session will have?
Yes, every session, every single prompt will get this context.
Mm-hmm. Is this the only one?
You can have them all through the project. So obviously the narrower you get, the more specific it will be. But I've never really had a lot of success peppering them through the project, to be honest. I haven't really tested it out.
What do you mean? Like you mean like having multiple Claude MD files?
Yeah, so you can only have one per level of your project, but you could have one in your PRD folder. I can see your PRD folders open there.
Yeah.
You could have one in there that says this is where all PRDs live. And that's it.
Interesting.
Do you know what I mean? So it gets context throughout all the different folders. But you can just as well have it all that you could have in the root Claude folder, all PRDs to be stored in the PRD folder.
Yeah.
So saying that, you've got it open on the right here. If you click raw, which you can see at the top right of the screen, why don't we start to build up our rules and our preferences of this project, right? Mm-hmm. So these are some basic ones that Claude created in the beginning. If you click inside of here, you can then start to edit.
Yeah.
And then if you hold Command and press down, it should jump to the bottom of the page. There we go. Cool. And hit enter a couple of times.
Yeah, to make it visible.
Cool. Yeah. And I like to break them out with you can see all the titles have hashtags. This is the level, the H level that you have. So
Yeah.
2, and then just type rules or something like that. And
So this is like hash H2
that's a H2, yeah. And the dashes are just, whatever list
bullet
element.
points.
So this is a really basic way of starting to do things. So here you can type all PRDs to be created in the PRD folder, right? And it will just listen to that if it ever needs to create a PRD.
Must be created in the PRD folder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, a couple of things that I really like to have is run linting.
Okay. I really like this, what we are doing.
Yeah, because then you just don't have to worry about it, right?
I was thinking like, should I ask Claude to do this, or like how should I do it? I kind of knew that this exists. I knew that this exists, but I never like came and like edited. Never done this before. So yeah, and it's this easy. It's just like clicking into it and editing it.
Yeah.
So you were saying
you could ask Claude to do this, or indeed you could ask Warp to add this to your Claude. Whatever,
interesting.
However you want. But we're going to edit. So what I would say is run linting. And
I don't know what that is.
TypeScript, I'll explain in a sec. And TypeScript checks as often as possible.
Yeah.
Could you do one more thing for me and just type just to open your package JSON?
I don't have package JSON.
Down. As a file. So down there.
Package JSON.
I want to see what you're linting, what you've got here. So I'm going to look up here. So you've got Vite. So you've got npm run lint and then npm run tsc. I can see in your scripts there. Do you want to highlight that for folks at home? Yeah. Where you've clicked the line. No. You had already clicked there. Here. So lint and then tsc. Linting is similar to the Claude code in that you can tell your code editor how you want your code to look. Do you want 2 spaces instead of 4 spaces? Do you want tabs instead of spaces? Should the imports of a file be a certain way round? All of this stuff are preferences of how you like your code to be written. And those rules are defined and I'm looking at your thing now. You've got eslint.config.mjs on the left-hand side. Down this one. So this is where your rules are done. Now this is code and is importing some defaults here that work generally quite well. Right. So you can close that now. You can just close it, click X. The thing is that when your AI writes your code, it doesn't know how you like your code to be written. It dumps it in. And this is step 1 to avoiding hallucinations, because sometimes it will hallucinate and it will miss a bracket or miss a colon or something like that. The ESLinter, which runs on your machine that adheres to your coding preferences, will pick that up. And by running lint, and sometimes if you type, if you go into a package JSON on the right there, and after that dot, no, it's open on the right. It's already open.
Yeah.
After that dot, on the script, sorry. So hang on. You're only concerned with the scripts here. These are the scripts. We're talking about the linting script. So npm. So if you scroll down, there.
This one.
Up. Lint. Can you see it says lint?
Yeah.
So after the full stop.
After the. Now I see. I'm sorry. Yeah.
If you hit space and then hyphen fix, this will run and hopefully fix a lot of those things. However, Claude will ask you what you want to do, or it will try and fix these things himself. right? But this will only happen if it runs ESLint, which sometimes it does. But if you go back to you can save that now, Command S. If you go back to Claude MD, it's already open. There we go.
Yeah.
By saying running the linting and TypeScript as much as possible, you're just giving it a bit of a nudge and saying, making sure you run those things. So these and TypeScript as well. This also really helps with making sure your code doesn't have hallucinations in it, that it looks the way that you want it. Because again, Claude Code will just dump code that it finds in its training set, right? In any sort of in the format that it was trained in. It doesn't care about what your rules are. So anyway, this is a rule that I like to set. We're going to get on with testing. If you save that, we're going to get on with testing in a sec, but we're going to go back to Opus and deal with what it is, deal with what it's asking. So normally you want it closest to you. What's this question here?
So which Superbase region should I create the new project in? EU West 1, I would say.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, that was it.
I thought you would ask more questions, but yeah. Cool. It was planning, and now it's going to clear the context. And
whoa! You just hit enter.
I thought we should go.
Well, you haven't read the plan. What's the point in creating a plan if you're not going to read it?
Yeah, can we stop it?
No, leave it now because you're just wasting tokens. Okay. Let's just read the plan.
Okay,
Stop.
let's read.
Don't.
Yeah. So let's fix it. I
taught you one thing, Kabaza.
Yeah.
If I've taught you one thing,
read the plan.
What the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
And you'll get better, and you can just breeze over it, right? And you'll just pick up on the things that you're looking out for. But you're not gonna learn if you're just, again, you're vibing it. Need I say more?
No.
So give it a read. No. See what you think.
So plan. Set up new Superbase project for Drinks app. Context: the Drinks app needs a fresh Superbase project set up via MCP tools. The existing Superbase project should be ignored completely. The new project needs the full database schema, A tables, RLS policies, storage bucket, so it has picked them up, real time, seed data, and credential configured in that environment file.
Nice.
Important findings. Okay, so the customization types table has a schema conflict between database schema SQL phase 1 and the actual front-end code. The front end, these files uses display name, and so I don't know exactly what this is. None of which exist in the phase 1 schema or current TypeScript types. The new project will use the reconciled phase 2 schema for this table so the UI works correctly, and then update the TypeScript types to match.
Nice. So
it picked up inconsistency, right?
Yeah. And I think it's because phase 2 quite naturally added the feature of add-in customization, so we didn't know about that sort of stuff. So it's going to fix it for us regardless. So it's interesting.
Nice. Steps: create Superbase project. This is the MCP calls, right? To get the organization ID, the Drinks app. Okay. Retrieve credential.
Nice. So it can get the credentials. That's really good.
What is this?
The credentials, signing in, the passwords to things and keys and
it
API
will be all handled with. Okay. Apply migration, extensions and types. Tool: apply migration named create extension and types. Create, I don't know what this is. I don't know what these are, to be honest. The extensions and types.
Apply migration, create extensions and types, creates I think this is order status. So I think this is to do with making sure that order status is unique. That's what a UUID is. So I'm not too sure what that is, to be honest.
So apply migration, tables and indexes. Similar. Apply migration 3. So what are migration functions and triggers? Migration RLS policies and real-time storage. So these migrations. Then we have the seed data. So the execute SQL tool. Yeah. So these are going to be our like initial data, fake data, essentially, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So verify setup, parallel, confirm 8 tables, verify seed data counts. So it's going to be just verify what it's creating, and then it's going to update the .env file with. So this is the tokens and the keys that was really painful to set up, especially because of stream. I had to, do it off screen.
Yeah.
Key files modified. Okay. Key files refined, read only, and then manual setup user must do after.
So we still need to do that. I think we've already got the Superbase service role key, so that should be all right. Google Auth, I think we've already got as well, so that should be all right. First admin, after signing in, promote admin user. So I love this, that you're the first user and it will just make you a super admin. So
yeah,
I'm not sure how like safe that is, but yeah, cool.
Yeah,
that looks pretty cool.
Yeah, cool.
So let's
verification. Yeah, cool. And now this is asking me to allow to use the MCP, right?
Yeah. So if you go down, if you list organizations, we don't care. So you might as well allow it. Don't ask again for this. Like, just allow it.
Yeah.
And it's now going to add that in the .claude folder as something that's allowed to do. Cool. This reminded me of another thing as well. So we're back in the rules on the right-hand side now. We can let that do its thing, or you keep an eye on it, but just keep letting.
So again,
organization costs can be different from each. Okay, I think it's just a tool just to understand, because it should be fine because we've already got a project. But I'm guessing if you create a massive project, it's like, hang on, whatever. So. Yeah, I think these are safe. Just don't ask again. On the rules on the right, I just want to say this, so otherwise I'll forget. Is like is to tell it to never push API keys and credentials and never store them in any logs. Redact them from any logs, which it can do. So I want that to be a rule on the right. Cool.
So another rule is never push API keys.
Push or reveal.
Yeah. So this is another MCP.
So basically, if you see the error at the top, see it says there was an error. It's because Drinks app already exists. So
yes, right.
I think it's just trying to work around that. If you go to no, should we rename? If we rename the last one in Superbase now, you could use the MCP if you wanted, but if you go into Superbase and literally just rename Drinks app to like Drinks app, fucking you need to bloody.
What is this?
This is because because you're on a free plan of Superbase, if you don't use it after a certain amount of time, it actually pauses the app. So you need to resume this project to be able to access it. So if you resume the project, and it will take a while to resume, and whilst it's doing that, we can add the ruling in. or reveal.
Push. Reveal like this, right?
API keys or credentials. In Git or in any logs. That's yeah, because it can have a habit doing this. Now, just to go back to the kind of you've got a Claude MD file. Nice. You can just try and find a way to rename it somewhere. Oh no, it's still unhealthy. Look, so just give it a few moments. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It takes a little while. Now, this is a Claude MD file that exists just in this project. This might be a Claude MD. You might probably would want these in your root MD, right? Your root Claude, because not only has it got this as context, it's also got one that you've got stored on your computer.
Yeah.
So the linting and the never push any API keys probably should belong in your computer one, right? No project should ever do that, right? So we could just select those and delete them, or cut them rather, not the PRD one, because that's specific to this project.
I kind of like it.
Yeah. Sorry, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
What are we doing right now?
So I'm removing these from here.
Cool.
This one stays here. I copied the rest.
Mm-hmm.
Now I need to go to a new Claude. Where is the Claude soul? Or
if you click into the window that's Claude Code. That's Claude Code.
Here.
The Claude Code window.
Here you mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
And Command Shift D.
You mean like to do under it? Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Your root Claude MD file. If you type CD, which is change directory, do you know what the tilde key is?
No.
So it's like the sideways S. It's like a squiggle.
Is it this one?
That one, yeah. So this is now going to be the root and slash. You've got to type slash as well. This is like
right?
your now.
Yeah.
This is going to be your root, your user directory. Now type .claude and hit enter. And you can see the one, it's updated on the left-hand side because this will adjust depending on what windows you've got open. But you can see on the left, in fact, you have not got one in there. This could and should have a Claude MD file in your... So let's just, hang on, let's just break this down. Close this Claude. So you've got Drinks app and you've got Claude. So because you've got two windows in these directories, Warp is separating them out. You don't have a Claude.md file in this folder here.
Yeah.
Just do one thing for me in the terminal below. Just do ls hyphen la space ... This is going to list out everything in the folder behind you. Is there a Claude MD file here? I don't think there is there? No. Cool. Yeah. So ignoring that, let's create a Claude MD file. And the way you do that in terminal, or you could ask Warp to do it. Ask Warp to do it.
I need to do...
You can just type.
Oh, okay. Create Claude.md.
Yeah, cool.
This is very, very interesting how it's like, the terminal and the agent all together. So what do I do next?
You want to accept that. So it should have created a Claude MD file somewhere. Where is it? Maybe that needs to, if you type ls in the terminal, enter. So it's there. Oh, it's because we weren't in the, so, okay, cool. So we're going to move this file into your .claude. Oh, no, hang on. It is in there. Okay, so I think the thing on the left-hand side hasn't updated yet. I think it needs to like refresh or do something. So maybe close the terminal.
This one, right?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that should disappear then. And maybe reopen another one and cd into.
We did this, right?
Yeah, and cd into .claude.
It was cd.
You can just type .claude now because you're already in that folder, so you don't need the tilde. But
yeah,
it doesn't matter now. You've done it, so it's all good. There's that .claude. You can see it.
Yeah.
Technically, it should be uppercase Claude.md, but you know. And then go raw.
I think I opened it in the wrong.
That's
place.
okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. Don't worry. And just delete all that, or just paste in what you copied from the thing.
I need to go back to my clipboard just to make sure. I copied it, but where is it?
Maybe go back to the file and undo.
Do we have that? Yeah, nice. I'm going to copy all that. Then we remove this one. Yeah.
Cool. Save it. And then you can close it then. Command W will just close it.
Oh, okay.
Just because it's bothering me in the terminal below. So we want to rename this file, but you can do it really quickly by just moving the file. So just type MV. Yeah. And then Claude.md, the way you have it. It should pick it up so you can click tab. Yeah. Space. Capital Claude. Capital. All capitals. Claude. Yeah. .lowercase md. They should just move that file to the same location and rename it. So hit enter. This is just a terminal one.
Okay.
Again,
we don't have a rename.
No. But it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Interesting.
We could have asked Warp to do that, but when you know little terminal commands like that, it can just be a bit quicker. So anyway, the point is that now that's created, and we shouldn't. I mean, you can leave that open if you want. Maybe collapse it in case we want to add some more rules to that file, or maybe keep it open on the right-hand side, or something.
Can I open it? Yeah, like that.
Cool.
And I can make it small.
Yeah. We might add stuff to that later on.
Yeah.
Cool. Anyway, should we get back to Opus?
Yeah. Here we. What should we do about the naming? So let's go back and see.
Oh yeah, that's what we were doing. Okay, cool. So let's just rename this like, I don't know, Drinks App Old or something like that.
I don't know where to change.
No, I don't know. Maybe in project settings.
Here, yeah.
There you go, project
Drinks App Old.
Cool. Now you can tell Opus that you've renamed it yourself. I think you can type.
No.
Yeah, hit no, and then type.
Isn't it going to do anything?
No, because you hit
no. So I should say we renamed the other one, or like the
Just say we've renamed the old database. I don't think you need to be that prescriptive.
Yeah.
It doesn't care what it's called. You've just renamed it so it can use now. Hopefully, it will just understand that it can use Drinks app.
Let's see. Let me create the new one.
Cool. Done. Done.
Yeah, Drinks app. So, the API URL. Yeah. Yes. Right?
Yeah.
Publish. Get publishable keys. I assume we say yes to pretty much everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say so.
Because we already saw the plan. Yeah.
Now, keeping on the Opus, now back to the rules here. I really want to try and make sure that we're writing tests. It's something I'm really getting into. I think it should be in your global rules, but you let me know. That I've got in my rules, whenever we add a new feature, always make sure to create playwright tests and run the tests.
To add playwright or
add playwright tests using the playwright CLI, because this is a thing.
Is it like playwright like this?
It's play with a W.
With
play. Yeah, that's the one. CLI. Oh no, playwright tests. Sorry, yeah,
Yeah.
Whenever we add a new feature, make sure to add playwright tests
and run them.
Run them as often as possible. Using the playwright CLI. And I'll explain what that means in a sec. I'm going to put a link to a video that was quite handy that I've been thinking about for quite a while. And then this bloody channel goes ahead and creates the video that I wanted to create.
You should create it as well, because...
Yeah, sure. It's this idea that a lot of MCPs are becoming quite unpredictable, as with most AI things. A lot of AI things, it's getting better, but it's becoming a bit unpredictable. And sometimes it's just quicker just to run it on your local machine rather than waiting for this round trip of token usage of MCPs and this and that, eating up your context and all that. Why not use the CLI when possible? And do you know what a CLI is?
This is like how we do things with the terminal, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So Claude is a CLI technically, and it opens an app that you can do other things in. But the one that I use is like CodeRabbit. CodeRabbit has a CLI, so you download, or Olama. Do you have Olama on your machine?
No.
Okay, so if you download Olama, you get Olama CLI, and you can do things under the hood that you can do, right? So Playwright is a CLI, an MCP, but they've just released the Playwright CLI, which means it's a lot more efficient to running these tests. Playwright is great because it literally clicks around your website and follows the journey, logs in, does things. And you can imagine that if you add a new feature and Claude Code is automatically going to write you a test for that feature and then run it and make sure it passes, you slowly build up a code base that's just testing itself. And you add a new feature, and if it breaks a test of a feature that you wrote 20 weeks ago, then it's got something to work with. And you don't update the test, you fix the feature, So Playwright in your rules there, you've spelt it wrong. It's GHT with no E.
Let me just Google it. I know Playwright generally, but yeah.
It should be able to run it. It should be able to
Playwright.
understand that it just can run npx Playwright.
Like this.
There we go. Perfect. And then I think you've got it written again later on. Yeah.
Yeah.
The only other one that I like, just because it's a little bit faster, and Claude Code uses it, is I like my projects to use Bun as its package manager. So I don't know whether you want to do this in your project or your root, but I say use Bun for all the commands.
So if I have
prefer Bun.
So if I have in my Claude MD root, use Bun, but if I have npm here in the project file, which one will it be picked?
The more specific one will take precedence over the other one. So you can have Bun in your root and have npm in this one, and it would choose to use npm. But you're not telling it that it should use npm in this one. So it would use Bun unless you explicitly state use npm. You know what I mean?
So do I have to edit these, or I just add it as a rule? Yeah,
we can add it as a rule.
So we say use Bun.
Prefer Bun over npm. Now, what I like to do, and I don't know what your usage is as Warp, but we're going to get Warp to update this project to use Bun. So make sure you save that. Oh, yeah, go on. Yeah.
I saved that.
So Shift D breaks it in half vertically, horizontally. So you might prefer that one. There we go.
No, I think this is better, like here.
So just tell Bun to update this project to use Bun instead of npm.
Yeah. Update this project to use Bun instead of.
And by the way, this is completely optional. This is just to show you what we can do to play around. And
why though? Can you explain that?
Just Bun is a lot more efficient. It's a lot faster at installing packages, running tasks, and doing a lot of things. And just quite frankly, like it's a bit quicker. Like it's a little bit quicker.
So why would people use npm?
I think it's just probably because Bun relies on npm, right? It's a built-in. It's like you get it out of the box. It's built into Node, so you don't have to install any new packages. Like you wouldn't necessarily, wouldn't complain too much to use npm. But if you know type of thing, and either people opt for Bun or pnpm is another fast one. But Bun has a lot more built in. I think it's a task runner and it's a lint in it. You can do so much more with it. It's even got a built-in CLI, so you can actually interact with it from your code. It's very, very powerful. We're not going to get into all of that stuff, but
So I'm accepting these, I guess.
Yeah, I think we can remove the package because it will just regenerate. See, it's updating all of your tasks to use Bun instead of npm.
Do I need to wait or click next?
No, you're just asking if you want to accept it. You've scrolling down.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. Yeah.
So now it's probably just going to regenerate everything.
And this is like my.
Oh, nice. Resets in 4 hours, 35% use. Well, we're kind of mostly done here, right? We're not done, but like as in, we're not
with the database.
Yeah. So I think that'll just do its thing. I think it's already done it actually. So now when it runs the project, it will run Bun, whatever. You can close that or do whatever you want with it, but Should we return to? Yeah. Should we see what's going on with this?
Yeah, so it seems like it's done. So let's read it. So I guess it's from here. Setup complete. Here's what's done. Superbase project created. Status, this migration applied. The tables are created. RLS enabled. Storage bucket. The images all done. Now I remember the things that we did a few weeks ago manually. Enabled. Yeah, okay. The real time is enabled. The .env is updated. And now we have to do the manual stuff, but just to.
So I think you've got the service role key. So be careful because these are now. Oh, nice. So it's there. So these are now quite sensitive information. So we want to make sure that you're, if you open up your .env file off screen and move this Superbase window off screen, I think we've got the service role key, the Google Auth.
This one, right?
Be careful not to open it up.
Yeah.
Warp.
Because we have. Yeah, I'm gonna.
Just follow those manual steps and just confirm that we've got everything in there. I think we should already have stuff in there. I'll catch up with the comments. By the way, Balls, I ain't a Webflow guy. There's one thing I've made it clear, even though I use Webflow, produced a bunch of content on Webflow, I ain't a Webflow guy.
Well,
I'm a developer.
I have a video to make about this, like
about me.
No, about me, like spending most of my time in Webflow and now spending most of my time in terminals.
Well, if you're building apps, you're not gonna use Webflow, right? Why would you use Webflow if you're building apps? I mean, they do have obviously their cloud stuff, but
even with using Webflow, I'm mostly like spending my time in terminal, even with Webflow, because I'm like, even with animations, I have a video to make about this. I'm barely using the Webflow anything. It's just like the animation, anything that is code related, I'll do it in a terminal with Claude Code. And as we tested, when was it? On Friday, we used the MCP to even design.
Yeah.
To design inside of Webflow. Okay.
Yeah.
So I have to go to the settings.
And what are my thoughts on OpenClaw? Yeah, it's really good. I recommend it. If you go on, I don't know where you're joining from, whether it's my channel or Kabaza's or whatever, but on my channel, on my YouTube, I've been producing OpenClaw content for the last couple of weeks since it was released. Yeah. So
yeah, this is Mike. This is my OpenClaw hire, and I did this using his video. I watched his video and I just followed the steps and created Mike.
Yeah. Yeah, we know you're joking, Balls.
Well, so service role, go to API, copy.
It's true. I'm putting my URL in. Someone asked me about TinyClaw, which of course is probably just a simplified, smaller version of OpenClaw. But since we'll cover it this week on the live show, which again, if you didn't know, Kabaza and I have a live news show every single week. Yeah, the fact that Peter, the guy Steinberger, has been acqui-hired by OpenAI, and OpenClaw has been moved to a foundation. So I think that's going to get a lot of support, and it's going to get a lot of cleanup from let's call them real developers, right? Because Peter's more of he's definitely a developer, but he's more of like a hacker. Like he probably put it together and didn't anticipate. It's crazy the amount of GitHub stars that
it's
got.
It's the fastest growing
project
on in GitHub in history. And I just watched a video of Steinberger on TV in German where he's like being interviewed, and now he's moving to the US. Like it's crazy how it's crazy what it also means for the Europe, because such a big project and just moving out of Europe because there is no infrastructure and there is no ecosystem to keep him here, even though he would probably just want to stay here if there was an ecosystem for it, but there is not.
It's true when you think about it. It's all Silicon Valley, isn't it? But that being said, you know, there's obviously Mistral and things like that. There's a lot of stuff happening. Lovable is European. You know, even Framer is European, you know, so we do have it. It's just not, there's not a hub.
Is Framer European?
Yeah, they're from Amsterdam.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They pose as, they're fake American. They pose as Americans, but they are, I think they're Dutch. Or at least the owner is anyway. I
mean, Shopify is, you know, the guy is German, but it's in Canada.
Yeah.
We have a lot of like this.
I was going to say something, but I forgot what I was going to say.
I'm having issue following the steps it's told me because I don't see it matching exactly.
Well, that's what you're checking, right? You're checking if, like, the point is the new project takes precedence over the old project because we've moved. So it's just worth
knowing. It's like the manual setup. I'm doing like service role key, go to the settings and replace it in the .env, but I haven't found the
in Superbase.
Yeah.
In your browser. Yeah.
Because
service role. Let me help you find it.
I don't know if you could see my screen without sharing it.
No, it's too small. Let me find it. Let me help you find it. Settings.
Publishable key and secret key. Let me just ask it about.
Well, Claude might not know because it's just old training data.
Yeah, I was about to take a screenshot and put it there.
Yeah, the fake American thing, like Framer, like they say everything in dollars, you know, like when they put stuff out there, they release on like time zones over America's side. Like, yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm proud to be a European, a Brit, you know, this part of the world. I think Americans need to be taken down a peg.
Well,
high horse.
I don't know. It's really difficult. We don't have the infrastructure here. We don't have the culture. I mean, with something like OpenClaw, in the US, the first thing they ask is like, what you can do with it. There is this, you know, culture in the world where people ask, what can I do with this? What can I build with it? And in Europe, they will say like, what can this destroy? So it's just like people like, you know, what about the GDPR? What about the data protection? Which are also valid questions, but they don't allow for projects to grow at all.
I think Warp just read my tweet because they just sent me some money. Only a little bit. Only like a little token gesture. Warp would like to thank you. Here's $75 of a token of our appreciation. Because since this stream, I've had 2 signups to Warp. I mean, I don't know whether it's the stream.
It's so good. Yeah,
it is good. But you haven't, you know, you use it as a coding. I don't. Have you paid for it?
No, I haven't. But like, Warp is my main terminal. I don't use.
Yeah, but do you use the AI stuff? Because otherwise, it's just a normal terminal.
Right? It's not exactly, but I do use the enough like the free tier. Yes, Yes, if I need to do, or when I don't get Claude to do something, I will ask the the Warp AI to explain something to me. Yeah.
How's it going? Have you found your key yet?
Yeah, I found it. So we are using the legacy whatever. That's why I had to go somewhere else and find the key. And now I'm going to open the .env file and replace it. Okay, first one is done.
Nice. I think the second one should be done because that's API key should already be in your ENV, right?
The first one is done. The second, I mean, like the tasks. I have 3 tasks. One of them is Google Auth.
That's what I'm saying.
Have the same. Yeah, I have the same issue. I go to authentication, and then it says, let's see.
But I don't think you need to change that. I don't think you need to change that one.
I need to set it up.
No, you don't, because we set it up last time.
Is it not project specific?
No. Well, it is, but you don't need to change that one because it's a separate. It doesn't know anything. It's nothing to do with Superbase, right? Oh, maybe it is. No, I don't think it is. I think you're all right for that one.
Okay, then first admin. After signing in, run update profile set is admin through email.
So basically, do you understand what that's saying?
Do I need to do this in the database?
Well, read it out loud so we're not all just guessing.
Yeah,
what you're looking
at. So, the third task is first admin. After signing in, run update profiles set is admin equal true, where email equal to my email.
Cool. Yeah. So how do you translate that? What do you think you need to do?
So from last time we had this SQL editor. I think I would paste this in and replace it with my email, and it will create a user. Well, does that?
What does the script say?
Set is admin true. Where it doesn't have my email. I don't exist.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what do you think you need to do?
I need to create a person, a profile.
Yeah. Why don't you do that through the app?
Because
the thing
exactly
is
there. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah. I thought because you were talking about logging in, I thought you might have done it through Superbase.
But it requires so many Okay, is ID? Like, I don't know what to use for these. Okay, I think we can. It's safe to share the screen again. So this is where we have the profiles.
So, okay. Yeah.
And then I would insert.
Stop.
No.
Stop.
Yeah.
This is what I thought, and then you do it through the app. Do it through your app.
Through the app itself.
Yeah.
We have
because the thing is, your app is going to do certain things when you create a user. It's going to do certain things where it's going to link a profile to a user and this and that. Like, unless you want to go through all of Superbase to do all that, just do it through your app. So I would Command Shift D. Actually, no, we'll do it. No, Command Shift D. I was going to do bash command in thing, and just type bun dev. Hopefully, I mean, this is going to be amazing if this just runs right now, by the way.
This is okay, localhost. Let me copy it because I don't
Just
want it
command
to.
click it.
Yeah, I don't want to open it. I have another browser for now. Okay, so it opened up. So let's see. Oh no.
Provider is
not
not
in it.
enabled.
Yeah.
400.
So this is what I meant by.
So
No.
I think
So
that
if
we need to, go to authentication. You might need to go to project settings, but let's go to authentication.
Yeah. So probably sign in providers, and then Google.
Yes.
Yeah. I need to get these from Google, right?
I think so. Could you go to your old database and get it from there?
Yeah, that's what I would do off screen.
Yeah.
So I would go to the old project. Then we have authentication.
I'm hoping the RLS stuff and everything we set up, because this was so much easier. Like, I know there's a lot of chatting or whatever, but this could have been done like once you do it once. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And I hope this Google thing will work for both. Okay, it's saved. It's enabled. I'm going to bring in the project back. So we have Google enabled.
Nice.
We're going to. Oh, we don't need to reload. Okay.
Cool.
Well,
that's only because the app is invalid. You can try later. If you're a developer, just type more. Okay, the redirect to URI. So, the old URI, I have a feeling it might have like not been on port 9000. So if you open up console, the Google Cloud console, which I think is cloud.google.com. And then console at the top right. Yeah. Do your thing. I'll do it my end so I can guide you as well.
I'll open the project. Oh, the drinks app is here already. Yeah. So should we go to API and services?
Yeah. So not API. Yeah. So I think it's OAuth screen maybe. No, not OAuth. Oh, maybe OAuth. I'm just going through looking.
It's not admin, is it?
I'm looking. Data access.
Or credentials. Edit. I think here, if you mean the local host is 9000.
Interesting.
Oh, but we have the URL. This first URL is different.
You can show it, by the way, just as long as there's no keys on there or anything.
I am showing.
Oh, here we go. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, so localhost is good. 9000. That looks good. Unless it's... Maybe ask Claude what it needs to be then. Or give it this.
This?
Yeah, error 400 URI mismatch. And put that into Claude, but also come back to this in a second. Go to error details once you've given that to Claude.
So just here, and should I add any?
Yeah, you could say something like maybe come out of Opus, because we're using Opus right now, aren't we? Should have done Opus plan mode, but
yeah, I can't log in with Google. Let's see. Okay.
Yeah, go to error details, see what it says. Oh, I
This
can't
is
read
German. Sie können sich nicht diese App
that. So it
anmelden,
is.
weil sie nicht den Google
It is
Residential.
trying the Superbase URL, isn't it? Oh, maybe that number is wrong. That YJJX, whatever that is. Maybe you need to set that as your new URL
Yeah.
inside of Cloud Console. I think that's
Like I need to completely copy it.
Copy
You
it,
mean?
but look, go back. Oh yeah, look, there it is. See, it's there. Add another one to match that. So if you paste right now, you could have got to get rid of flow name and all that crap.
Yeah, we need it until callback.
Yeah. Now give it another go. Save that and give it another go. We might beat Claude to it.
Yeah, let's see if we can. Okay, so Dragon, Google. Now
Nice.
it works. Now people have seen the email I have created for my Claw bot, and they could email it and say, "Hey, send me Al Cabarza's money."
Hey, this is working. This is the new database. This is the new auth.
Yeah.
So now we will need to
so
make
much
you an
easier.
admin. Now we need to make you an admin.
Am I not an admin? Because
Remember
I was
this?
the first
No,
sign in.
You've got to run that script that it told you to run.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, fair.
Now it's got your email. You can replace your email with said email, and you should be able to make it into a thing, into a admin user.
Yeah, so it was this one.
And then you go, and then you got to replace your email with that one.
I am afraid to have like something auto related here. Yeah, I did. I had the old auth. Okay, now let's do it on screen. So I would go to SQL editor, paste this in, and here I would just add my email.
Contact Cabarza for any urgent inquiries around app development, Webflow development, all of your AI needs.
Yeah.
Contact@cabarza.com.
Especially if you are an agent.
Yeah.
So now you're human.
So now you're an admin. And we should see a little admin pill, right? Next to your name.
Yeah. So if we come here, and do I need to refresh or let's see if it shows up? Yeah. Nice. Nice. I'm admin.
We did it.
Nice.
So there's a few things that we've identified in this session, and that is a proper agentic setup. Now, the only thing I want to do for you now, I want to get to start writing tests, right?
Yeah.
And start to build some testing infrastructure and start to leverage that rule that we said about, writing tests. Because we haven't really been using your rules in this thing, because we've been doing something fairly simple, but we need to exit Claude and then reload it so it loads all your rules up, right? Doesn't do well to you need to restart Claude to update your rules and stuff that you set. So that linting, all of that stuff it doesn't know about it just yet in the current window you go through. So why don't we just exit Claude, reopen it up, and we'll do one quick task and then we'll wrap it up.
Okay.
But I hope this exemplifies just having a decent setup, knowing what you like, really digging into these sorts of ways you can customize it and understanding the ecosystem, that you're going to get better results and things are going to happen a lot quicker over just a simple better prompt.
Yeah. So for me, a big thing also was to think of MCPs. Last time we spent probably a few hours just doing what the MCP did in in 3 minutes. It was in 3 minutes.
Yeah. That's a good way of looking at it.
Yeah.
So okay, fine. So let's exit this Claude instance,
Or
and then
just
just reload. No, exit, because we want
uh,
to reload all of the Claude MD
yeah.
updates and things like that, just to make sure we've got it. So, and then if you could reload it.
Do we need to add anything else? Or
No,
we...
no, I think we're
Okay.
good. I think we're good.
Okay. Just make sure this is safe.
The only other thing I wanted to I'm struggling to is skills. Right? I think skills are pretty good. Maybe you can look into Vercel and see about front end skills or something like that, and we can add it. So, did you open up a new? Yeah. Okay, cool. So let's go to Sonnet. Why not? Let's just make sure let's use Sonnet, because I don't want to use up all your credits.
I have enough credits. Don't worry. I'm rich. No.
Okay, fine. If you want to use Opus, you can use Opus. Up to you. But Sonnet is the new bad boy. Do you know the Sonnet? There's a new Sonnet.
The Sonnet 4.6.
4.6 is new. Yeah.
Yeah, but Opus is still better, isn't it?
It might some Sonnet's overtaken in others. Anyway, doesn't matter. Right, let's go back. Right, let's get it to create a testing plan and prioritize playwright tests.
Should I type that?
Plan. Yeah, I want you to phrase it how you think it needs to be phrased.
But testing what? Okay.
Playwright tests will imply that it's all front end tests clicking around.
Yeah. Create comprehend. Save. Playwright testing plan. Yeah. And based on what we wrote, it will add a new plan in PRD for testing?
No, because it's not a PRD. Testing plan isn't a PRD. But you might want to move all your documentation into a docs folder or do something like that. But no, that's not going to be the case. Let's make it a phased testing plan, because I just want to like maybe get you started on phase 1, and then you can do phase 2, phase 3 in your own time or whatever.
So playwright phased testing plan.
Phased testing plan, yeah. So hopefully it'll identify the most important things that it can write. Yeah, just give that a go. Maybe. Should we go thinking or should we go plan mode?
Let's do plan mode. Yeah, let's make it think longer. Yeah.
At least then we can, approve the plan of the plan and say, do this one first or do this one second. It shouldn't take too long because we've not really got a lot going on here. We should really be on to like feature development now, right? Or I don't know whether you want to go back over because for those watching, we've got, if you look on the left-hand side of Kabaza's screen, you've got fixed image upload, quick storage, README, seed data, storage. Where is the one, where is the plan that we were, implementation plan, wasn't it? So we're working through implementation plan. So you've got a progress tracker that's just opened up there.
How can I put this in a tab like this?
I don't know, to be honest. I don't know.
What if I have...
Can you not drag the tab into that area, or would it just break it out?
Yeah. Maybe if I hold command or something.
There might be a way.
It automatically opened these as new tabs. But yeah, that's one of the reasons I don't use the editor as much, because of the tab opening. But if what
happens if you do one thing for me? If you close the implementation plan, and then make the package JSON bigger. Right, click in here. What happens when you type Command P?
Command P.
Now type implementation plan. Okay, fine. I was hoping it maybe would work like VS Code. Maybe Command Shift P. Implementation plan. No. Okay, fine. That's what I was hoping. I was hoping it would open, a new tab in there. But oh well.
Because
there must be a way. There must be
here.
Yeah. I wonder why it did do that.
So if I do this, it also opens it somewhere else.
What about
close the other one? Can I?
What about command clicking on the with something clicked in there? Command clicking.
So command click. No.
Okay. There must be a way because you've done it right. You did it there.
I just clicked. I'm pretty sure I just clicked and it worked. Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. So
cool. Anyway, we're adding features bit by bit through the implementation plan. Now, so that might be something you work through or we keep, because I'm sure it said something about phase 3, the customization orders as well.
So
now, more specific to this project and taking what we've learned as well, you might say in your rules of this project, whenever dealing with database stuff, use the MCP, Superbase MCP or something like that. Again, I like having these rules that kind of poke it to use the MCP, poke it to use hooks and things like that. Yeah.
So this is we have a quite long plan. Probably because the second part is like specifics and the first part is just
I think it's adding stuff as well, right? It's adding what it's done and all this kind of stuff.
I'm separating this, by the way, like in a new project. And I haven't added to the Claude MD, but that's what I will do. So I have this idea of having 2 MD files. One of them is strictly as a to-do list, and the other one is a report list. So it will tell me what it has done. And whenever I need, I will reference what it was done so I can continue with the with the plan. But it won't like put everything in one place.
Nice. I'm curious to see what this plan is because I've got to shoot probably in the next 10 minutes max.
Yeah, me too. Interesting that it's taking so long. Why though?
Don't know. Because it's comprehensive. Maybe you did put reasoning effort as high.
Yeah. But do I have Playwright installed? No. So how
you
does
don't
that
need
work?
to because it's an npm package and it can run it using npx. So you don't need to have it installed. You can have it installed.
So will it like open my project and click through it?
Yeah.
On my computer, right?
Yeah. And it will open up in you can watch it in your browser and you can watch like a little video like you probably saw on Replit. I think they're probably using Playwright, to be honest.
I haven't seen it there, but that's actually really interesting. I want to see that. I have this issue that I build like my apps and I destroy them because I play around so much with just adding without planning too much. But this is one of the first things that I'm going to do, to add MD file to all of them, and these like new rules that we talked about, and especially with the Playwright and with the testing that should help.
This is taking a while though. I would have expected this to not take so long.
Yeah, same.
What's if you hit Control-0, you can it's Control-O, you can expand on the you see it says Control-O to expand.
Control-O, yeah.
So it's taken ages to read that ESLint file, you know.
Oh, it's done.
There we go. It's done. Hit Control O again.
Control.
Still, there we go.
Oh no, it's still going.
But it's moved on to another file, which is nice. There we go.
Yeah. Now I have everything I need. Let me write the comprehensive plan file.
I think it's because you used the word comprehensive.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah. Just be careful. Oh, this is like eating through my...
Didn't I just say use Sonnet?
Yeah.
Didn't I say use medium?
But we did like so much more in my head. We did so much more, and it was like 30%, and now another 40% just for one prompt. Yeah. And you don't see this, by the way, with Codex app. No way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah. But ever since I had so many issues with it. For example, with the terminal, you can have only one instance. I couldn't like if I want to have the back end and front end,
I get it,
separate. Yeah. And do I need to have them separately?
Yeah. Not always. It just depends on the app, how you built it.
Yeah.
The Replit apps, you don't need them separate because it all runs on one server. And did you know I've got a video coming out on how you can use Claude code in Replit?
Oh,
so you can just use your Claude code subscription, but you're all in the Replit interface.
Could I use OpenAI subscription?
Yep.
Yeah.
Just apply what I tell you and put it into your.
Yeah, because from what I've playing with, the Codex 5.3 extra high is doing pretty well, and it's just very cheap.
Yeah, exactly. Right, let's get back to it. I've got to go in 5 minutes. So
yeah, let's see if it's. Oh, okay. Okay, should. Yeah.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look at it.
That is a long plan.
So it does need to configure it, right? Set up an infrastructure. There we go. Barnard playwright test. There we go. So it's going to configure it. Testing directory. Oh, that's another rule that I put in, is that testing. It's good that it's done a testing directory because it did do something wild when I did it. So cool.
What do you mean test?
It says test directory under create. It started creating test files all through my project, and I was like, hang on, do some research. Is this the right way to do it? It's like, no, sorry. Cool. Well, I mean, I would potentially output this to an MD file. And begin to start adding tests, at least, but maybe configure it. Maybe just configure it. So then as you add features, it will build tests as you go. Do you know what I mean? Rather than, rather than doing everything all in one, just get a head start by adding a new feature and then seeing it create tests for that specific feature. So
should I say add all of this to an MD file in the PRD?
Yeah, make sure you say just add this to an MD file. Do not implement, because I've had it once. It always just creates the MD file, but then just starts doing it, and it's like stop. I just want you to create the MD file.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see if it does what we asked it to.
To copy it to a more permanent location. Yeah. Yeah, so it's got it saved. It's actually got it saved, but now you're bringing it. See, I would love to be able to maybe you can actually type /plan.
Can I do this while it's
plan mode? No, I'm
working?
just looking. It's just enabling plan mode. What about tasks / tasks? List to manage background tasks. Yeah. I mean, you could leave it in the Claude plans directory, to be honest, and there must be a better way to manage that so you can leave it in the Claude directory. But yeah, by bringing it into the project, it means it's more, in your face sort of thing. Right, I'm going to shoot just because I've got a call in 15 minutes and I need the toilet. So,
Cool.
how do you feel about everything? What's going on?
Yeah, the Claude MD file, the testing, the planning. This is the MCP. So we had quite a few learnings. Yeah, I feel comfortable using these for my other projects now as well.
So do one thing: share your screen again and go open up a new Warp tab or Warp thing. Maybe you can even, so it's still in the drink. So if you're going to use Codex doesn't read Claude MD files. Enjoy the toilet, Samuel. Try and get it on. Thanks, mate. Codex doesn't understand Claude MD files, but there is a standard that all of these other coding agents understand, and that's agents.md.
Yeah, I've heard of it, but never used it.
What I want you to do is tell Warp to actually we're going to, just because I don't know the command, you're going to rename Claude MD as agents MD. So do you remember how to do that?
So I would do so I would do this. Do I need to change it directly? No, it's just MV.
Yeah.
Claude MD to agent MD. Is it agent or agents?
Agents. But there's no, you've got to be specific with your casing.
Not all in.
There's no file called Claude MD with lowercase md.
Oh, not anymore. Yeah, true.
Well, not anymore, because you're
Yeah, we have this Claude.
Yeah, you're thinking of the root Claude MD file, which is, by the way, something different.
Yeah, I'm thinking
we're not touching it. So anyway, yeah. So let's rename that. And now, just because I don't know the command, I want you to ask Warps to say, create a Claude.md, capital Claude.md, and symlink it, SYM, to agents.md.
Can we do that? How does that work?
Yeah. So if you hit enter, it will do it for us.
So what is symlink? This is like
symlink is like if this file is actually like a ghost file, an alias, but it's actually pointing to the other one. So you'll see a file called Claude.md. It will create that, but actually it just links through to agents. So now all you need to do is create a Claude project guidance. No, this is not what we want to do. I'll create a Claude MD file with the same content, then remove agent, create a similar link. No, it's the reverse. So if you refine, Control C, reject.
Yeah,
it's the reverse of that.
So this is something I noticed with AI is getting this wrong very often. Not very often, but often. Like turn X to Y, it turns Y to X. I have it in my experience.
I think this is just the way that people's brains work. I think some people say it's agents is a symbolic link to Claude, whereas my brain works from agents as a symbolic link to agents. So LNS agents, see how it's like agents first. So from Claude to agents, so Claude MD points to agents. See, I think that's correct.
Yeah, I think that.
But you see that the command,
so the main one is the agents.
Yeah, but you see the command there. Look, that in my brain that works the wrong way around. I would want to type. This is why I ask AI to do it for me. I would do it Claude MD to agents. Like, why? Do you know what I mean? But either way, this is how it's done.
So it's just -s and then the 2 files, right?
Yeah, I'm just trusting it. It doesn't need to. Yeah, see there, it's created Claude MD, and it's done. So if you type Claude if you look into Claude MD, and so it's just reading the output just to make sure that it's there, but it's fine. So yeah, if you click Claude MD, this looks like what Agents MD is. Now you might have a rule that says, well, I don't know, but you might have a rule that says update Agents MD, always update Agents MD with any rules, but it depends if you're going to use Claude to write. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Claude will just want to update agents.md. I mean, you never know. I don't know whether it will do it. I don't know whether by writing to Claude MD, it just automatically writes to agents. I don't know, but you get my drift, right? You know what I'm saying. So, right, I've really got to go now. So that was just the last thing. Because if you want to use Codex will work with the rules that you've set up. The thing is, your root Claude file, it doesn't know about that or anything you've written in that. So you might create a codex file or something. I don't know, but yeah, that's.
Can't I do like another agent root?
I don't know where you'd put it. I don't know where you would put that root.
True.
Agents
it's not in
MD
Claude.
file. It's not in .claude. You know, you might say in your root agents file to refer to a root agents file and give it the directory, but then if this gets pulled down to another person's machine or you have a different URL, it won't see that file, you know. Anyway, cool. Well,
thanks everyone for joining. We're building kind of like live, and on Fridays we have another live where we go through everything AI, Webflow, as you mentioned, Framer, anything web and AI and all the new models and everything.
Yeah. Nice one, guys. Cool. Keep on vibing, baby.